Hey there guys, DMO73 here, bringing you one of the deck profiles for the day. This is for the OGRE Dark Alice, Matchstick Alice. This was developed by one of our team members, Anthony Song, and used by 3 of our teammates when we were at Collinsville, the AGP. 2 of them top 8'd, and Anthony ended up coming first seed after Swiss. So really strong deck, designed to beat Necrolands, and it does so handedly. And also just has a lot of other really strong matchups. So obviously the ruler is Dark Alice. The whole point here is to use her exile ability, slowly over time to remove pieces that your opponent wants to put in the grave, and then flip and beat them to death with Dark Alice. So it's kind of similar to the one that I ran at Pittsburgh, but it just uses more fire than water. And some other different requirements just because of the fact that we're running in Alice Cluster and not New Frontiers. So for the stone lineup, 4 Rulers Memoria, super important because we just need the access to red and blue, and the Rulers Memoria is the easiest way to do it. 3 you can do potentially, it's up to you, 4 Black Moon's Memoria. I haven't really had a problem just running 3, but there's really no reason not to run 4, I guess. But when the dual stones come back out in Vingolf 2, I would consider going down to 3, and then 3 basic black stones. These could also be Scorched Veils once the dual stones come back out, just for the added red. So not very many monsters in this deck at all. We just run a couple of Izanami. These are primarily your discard targets for Soul Hunt, as well as if you put it, but you can do things like put a Matchstick on her and swing in for 6 and kill a Lancelot while she stays around on board, and she can serve as a blocker, which is pretty helpful. The main powerhouse of the deck is Matchstick Girl, the Low Match Girl, just because of the fact that she can search her matchsticks from anywhere. Her awakening can be paid for easily in large quantities, and she is instant speed removal in an Alice Cluster format where instant speed removal is second to there's none. So she's really strong, plus she's a 6/6, so she's got pretty decent stats as well. 2 of Lilith, the Black Moon. This card is also really good with Apollos and stuff because you can, be on turn 2 and be able to cast her and kill something like a Lancelot, and then immediately gain all that life back. It's not super effective. You got to be play her when your opponent has the ability to dodge the removal. You want Lilith to always succeed in killing something so that you can get that life gain. But when it does happen, and when you can use her effectively, it is very good for the game state in your favor. Then 1 Dark Arthur to be used in addition to the God's Art. If you God's Art with Dark Alice, it's really awesome because you get to then do a -4/-4 to your opponent's game state, which is really powerful, and a lot of players just can't get over that. And then 1 of Lucifer for some spot removal kind of stuff, as well as the ability to have something with flying and get that last little bit of lethal damage in. Plus, lifelink is always awesome. Regalia, we run 3 Laevatein because swiftness is great, as well as a way to get imperishable outside of banishing Schrodinger. 2 Deathscythe so that we can kill other J rulers very effectively. 4 Apollos, just because of the ability to do some little bit of dodging, but primarily to pay for awakening costs. And then 2 Schrodinger, because you want one to be in the deck, so that if you hit 1 in your hand, you can still grab 1 with God's Art from Dark Alice. Moving on to the spell lineup, we run 3 Soul Hunt. This is your, kind of really good early game spot removal plus discard engine. It can really disrupt massive plays, plus it helps get 2 cards pretty much guaranteed into the grave for you to be able to remove with Dark Alice. 3 Scorn of Dark Alice. This is again really great, especially when you're on the play, to disrupt your opponent's lines of play, get some information, and again put a card in the grave for Dark Alice to exile. 1 Call of the Primogenitor. So this card, you pay a black at instant speed to put a Resonator from your graveyard into your hand. Typically you're grabbing another Match Girl. And then Awakening is Moon and colorless to search your main deck for a Darkness Resonator, reveal it, put it in your hand. So you can grab your Lucifer, you can grab a Lilith if you need it, you can grab your Dark Arthur, whatever you need, you can just put it in your hand from your deck, so you don't have to worry about searching for, trying to draw into it, because you only have a lot of one-ofs in there. 4 Space-Time Anomalies, because again, this is essentially 8 removal spells, and it can target J-Rulers, which is really, really great. And it's draw power. An Endless Night, because hard removal, being able to kill something that's really, really huge, plus the stat negs that it gives to the rest of the board for the turn is nothing to shake a stick at. Really kind of helpful, especially if you have a Matchstick girl already out, because then her matches are even more effective. 2 Barrier of Shadows, because Regalia are everywhere and Reflect is everywhere, and Barrier of Shadows can really shut those decks down. And then 4 little Magic Matchsticks. So Matchstick Girl can pitch a Matchstick at instant speed to deal 400 damage to target J/Resonator. That's really huge. The other thing is, Matchstick can be put on something for 1 and give it Swiftness and First Strike, which is also huge. And you can banish this card to burn when it's attached to something, to banish something else for 200 damage. So one thing that's important to note here is, say I have Matchstick Girl and she's equipped with this, and I'm swinging into something that's an 8/8. So I can go swing into it, deal my First Strike damage, and then before you deal your damage to me, after First Strike damage is dealt, banish this and deal the other 200 to you, and it actually will kill you because of the way the damage resolution works when involving First Strike. So that's something pretty cool that you can do, and use Match Girl or something else to beat on something that's bigger than it is and still be able to kill it. So there you have it, guys. That is the deck. Put on my little counter here. This is my personal indicator. That is the deck. Let me know what you thought about it. Huge thanks to Anthony, and congrats to Anthony for getting this list to do so well at Collinsville. It was awesome to see it play. It's a ton of fun to play. As you saw in the video, it's definitely more of a reactionary deck, so you gotta be patient with it. You can't go too aggressive. But let me know what you guys think, what changes you guys think you would make to the deck. Like, comment, and subscribe as always. And until next time, this is DMO73 signing off.